Hello, everyone. I am here. A little bit late, so live stream is late, but better late than never. So we'll see who's coming in today. If anyone comes, I'm just talking to myself. One person joined. Hello. Who are you? I'm just gonna put the link. Gets in the chat room. Get some more people here. Oh, lots of people are talking now. Hello, Layla. Hello, Lolly Lolly, Sleepwalker, Syed. Here, I'm going to move this screen over here. So I'm looking at the camera. Christina, Jessica. Oh, David has lots of people here. Well, hello, everyone. You can notice, well, you see that I'm late today, but I am here. I had some trouble getting back from I went to see a friend today, so I got caught up in traffic, and now I'm here. So this, I guess, will be a quicker Q&A since it's already almost 11:30 p.m. here in Korea. So if you guys have any questions, now is the time to get your questions in. I'm doing fine, Sleepwalker. Bonjour. What happened with you, Robin? I was worried about you. Just traffic. I went to Seoul to see a friend, and it's sometimes the traffic is terrible, which it was today. So it took me a little bit extra time to get home, more than I expected. I know some of you were waiting for my live stream, so I got home, and then here I am. So. Sashintha Fernando, hello sir. What is the difference between rut and groove? And Sakintha or Sachintha? Sakintha Fernando. Very important when you're asking a question to have a question mark. And I don't, that's a good question. What is the difference between a rut and a groove? Well, groove is more common. I'm not sure where you saw rut. A rut is made by wheels of a vehicle, of a car. So usually in the mud, when the car goes through, that creates a rut. And a groove is more common. A groove is in wood, it's in metal. You have to tell me. Yeah, I'm just checking. Right, I don't use rut in this way. I only use groove. So I'm gonna say just go with groove is more common to explain that. Layla, how long does it take to get there from your house? About an hour, 90 minutes. Traffic is unpredictable. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour. Sometimes it takes 90 minutes. And Andre is here. All right, guys. Any other questions? I'll be sure to manage my time better next Wednesday. Hello, Win. Andre. All right, Layla, I watched a video about this book, The Five Love Language, written by Gary Chapman. The main idea in the book is people love in the different ways love language. Let me just check the five love language. And you read that in English? Gary Chapman. The five love languages. Okay. There's 5 ways to express love and experience love: receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and physical touch. The book was written 1992. It's a little bit old. So you watched a video about the book. Why don't you just read the book in English? Sorry, Robin, the Wi-Fi is weak a little. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, Layla, I just checked that. I've never heard about Gary Chapman before and the 5 love languages. That's not really the kind of book that I read. I don't really like that style of book, but I'm sure it has some good information. And can I know what is your love language? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea, Layla. I have no idea. Sashintha, what's the correct one? If you said my bag was stolen, my bag got stolen. I think if you're both of them can work depending on what you're doing. My bag was stolen. If you're telling the some story, let's get the marker here. This one is, and that's on the board. If I make a statement, my bag was stolen last night, that could work. So that's okay. Now, got stolen. My bag got stolen. It's a little awkward, but for speaking, some people are going to say that it got stolen. That's how I use it. I would tend to prefer this, but if you said got stolen, let's see if there's a specific rule. Yeah, so the internet agrees with me. This is the formal way, and got stolen would be more of a spoken way. Okay, they mean the same thing, but if you're writing, maybe this is what you need to do. Layla, she is an attractive woman, but when I want to describe a man with attractive, how do they say this in English? You can say he is an attractive man. You can use attractive for men and women. He's an attractive man. He's a charming man. Maybe you want to say like that. Jatath, hello. What is the difference between embarrass and humiliate? I feel embarrassed and he humiliated me. I'm really confused. Well, you're almost there. You have your subject pronoun, your subject I and he. So my feeling is embarrassed. But he humiliate me is a little different. I'm going to change your sentence there. So let's start with I feel for both of them. And what do you got? Embarrassed and... Oh, there's a lot of questions. Excuse me. All right, and I feel embarrassed. Is that on the board? I feel embarrassed and I feel humiliated. So actually both of these are feelings. So what's the difference? Well, they're very similar. And I would say my first reaction is humiliated is very strong, stronger than embarrassed. So I think they mean pretty much the same thing, just humiliated is stronger. And let me see. Because if you say humiliated, you're really emphasizing something deep, a deep feeling, really, really bad feeling. Embarrassed can be bad, but not so bad. But humiliated, that is deep. So let's see if people agree with me. Yeah. All right, and they're saying humiliated is usually someone did something to you. Um, so I feel embarrassed. Maybe I was walking on the street and I slipped. I fell. Everyone saw me. I felt embarrassed. Okay. But in that case, nobody did anything to me. I just slipped and fell. Humiliated, someone did something to me. So maybe I was walking down the street with my friend and he pushed me. I fell. I felt humiliated. So someone did something to me and I felt really, really embarrassed. All right. So if you don't understand, you can write some more sentences and we can clear it up. But I got to move on. I always try to make an English environment surrounding me into my daily life, like change my device to English, make a list in English, and listen to YouTube videos. Is this way helps? It's the only way, Layla. You have to change. Everyone has to try and change their life, so they got a lot of English every day. Everyone, every student here. You really, really have to surround yourself with English. Unsurprisingly, nobody trusts me at all. Unsurprisingly, unsurprisingly, I don't really use that word. Let me check. I don't use the word unsurprisingly, but it is a word. I would use the word unexpectedly, but no, well, I guess if in this case, unsurprisingly, nobody trusts me. I would say expectedly. I guess, Layla, that's the best way to express it. Unsurprisingly, nobody trusts me at all. So it's fine. Uh, as I said, I don't really use unsurprisingly. A way I might express that, as expected, nobody trusts me at all. It's just another way to say the same thing, but your way is fine. Jatoth. Sir, could you rewrite it in simple words? I'll try. After the vote, Downing Street said those Tory MPs who rebelled would have the whip removed, effectively expelling them from the parliamentary party. Jatoth, where did you get that? Jatoth, if you're reading this in a newspaper, this level is too high. You shouldn't be reading it. There's too much information, Jatoth. I cannot rewrite that in an easy way. First of all, it's talking about British politics, and I am Canadian. So Downing Street, I think, is where the Prime Minister lives. Tory members of Parliament, the whip. Sorry, Jatoth, that's very advanced. I don't know why you're reading that, Jatoth. Why are you reading such advanced paragraphs? Layla, I really enjoy when I watch Robin's live stream or read something in English. I'm eager to learn English. I want to speak fluently one day. Could you correct my statement, please? Well, I would correct. You don't want to say fluency. You want to speak fluently. So you need the adverb. You want to speak fluently. Robin, by the way, you changed your chair from last Sunday. I think this chair is more comfortable. Yes, I changed my chair so I get the back rest if I'm sitting here a long time. Thanks for noticing. Lolly, target, aim, goal, purpose, same meaning. Yeah, there are synonyms, Lolly. They're all a little different. They're not, most of the time they're the same meaning, but sometimes they're a little different. But yeah, they're synonyms. And Layla, you have the same paragraph. Layla, one, we'll spend a lot of time together. We'll be spending a lot of time together. Number one, you cut out the be. So we'll spend a lot of time together. And then we'll be spending a lot of time together. The grammar is a little different, but they mean the same thing. It's just using two different kinds of grammar, but don't worry, it means the same thing. Sakintha or Sachintha? Ubiquitous, everywhere. What's the difference? Ubiquitous is just a more formal word. Of course, everywhere is more common. It's a more common casual word. Usually in speaking, most people, I'm going to say over 90% of the time, most people are just going to say everywhere. But sometimes we use ubiquitous. It's a little formal, but pretty much means the same thing. Something that is everywhere and very common. Layla, if you're willing to help me, I wouldn't make sense to turn you down. Turn down, does it mean reject? Yeah, in this, it's a phrasal verb, so it has many meanings. In this context, turn down means reject, reject you. Win, does the supersized order of fries mean fast food? Yeah. When you get your French fries and you supersize, which means you just upgrade your French fries to extra large. Hello, Billy. Layla, excuse me, Robin, could you tell me what is my level English, even I improve my level? Uh, I'm not a teacher that focuses on levels. I know a lot of students focus, what's my level? What's my level? There is no level test that can truly tell a student's level because everyone, we're learning the four English skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And each skill, you might be at the same level, but you might be at a different level. So Layla, uh, your level, I'm not, I'm gonna say your level is good. Just keep going. Everyone here, don't worry about levels. The only test you got to worry about is talking with the native speaker. If you can talk to the native speaker and he or she understands you and you understand him or her, then your level is advanced, very high. If you cannot understand the native speaker, okay, maybe your level is not very high. If you understand nothing, then your level is 0. But for levels, I don't really follow levels. Sorry to disappoint. Everyone wants to know their level. I don't know. Everyone's level's good. If you're trying to learn English, your level is awesome. Win, pretty please with sugar on top. When should I say this phrase? I would say never use this phrase. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Win, I know the phrase, but I'm not an expert at this phrase because I never use this phrase. You would use this phrase. When would you use this phrase? Pretty pleased with sugar on top. It's more of a joking when you're telling you're asking your friend or family member to do something, and pretty pleased with sugar on top is kind of a very polite and cute way for please do something. When I would recommend you never use that, but if you want to use that, you would use it with a friend when you want to ask them to do something. Please, can you lend me some money, pretty please, with sugar on top? It's just a strange. It's. I don't want to say common. Everyone knows that expression, I think, but we don't really use it too much. I don't know. All right, you want to speak fluently. Okay, Layla, you got it? So what? Is this your research? So what if I'm 45 and not married? I live a perfect life. When should I use so what in speaking? You use so what when people are judging you. So so person A says I'm not married, and person B says, "Oh, You can say, so what? Why are you judging me? I'm not doing anything wrong. You think I'm doing, something wrong or strange or weird. So what? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if I'm not married. So if you think whatever you're doing is not wrong and someone's trying to judge you, you say to them, so what? And then, yeah. You would have to bring in some more example sentences. But your sentence here, so what if I'm 45 and not married? So what's your point? What do you want to say? Sajad, hi Robin, I'm beginning in English. Excuse me if I write mistakes. Mistakes are welcome here. I want to know there's a plan for watching videos in YouTube channel. Is this my okay? So, this channel, yeah, Sundays I changed it. Sundays I'm gonna do a lesson, and then Wednesday is Q&A, just English Q&A. But Sunday will be a lesson. So welcome, Sajad, and if you have any questions, let me know every Wednesday. Sunday is lesson. Layla, let me make it up to you. I want to help you. Let me make it up to you. So if you want to let me make it up to you, you made a mistake. You did something wrong. So you're saying sorry. I'm sorry. See, because of your mistake or something wrong. And then let me make it up to you means I want to do something. Because I did something bad, I want to try and do something good. So, for example, maybe I drop your phone and break your phone. You're going to be very angry, and I'm going to be I'm going to say, sorry, let me make it up to you. Okay, I made a mistake, and I want to make you happy, so let me make it up to you. I dropped your phone, you're very angry. Let me make it up to you. I will buy you a new phone. All right, I want to buy you a new phone. And that means I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to make you happier and fix my mistake. Week after week, I'd get to Mark's classroom and I would work my butt off. This is an idiom. So work my butt off is an idiom which means work very hard. I work my butt off every day. I work hard every day. I just want to know about sugar on top. How to pronounce direction. I heard two different ways. What's the best way to pronounce? Well, says Shintha, depending where you are in the world, there's probably more than two ways to pronounce direction. People might say direction, people might say direction. Depending where you are in the world, there might be a different pronunciation of that word. Which is the best way? The best way, all pronunciations, the British pronunciation, American, Canadian, all these regions, although they are different, they're all good ways to pronounce it. For me, I would probably pronounce it direction. Direction. Layla, when I listen to native speakers, especially teachers of them, I understand, but I want to listen to them during the movies. I get hard to understand what they want to say. Well, you shouldn't be watching movies yet. I don't think many people watching the live stream now can watch a 2 hour movie in English that is very advanced. So, Layla, everyone here, you have to be patient. It takes a long time of listening practice to watch a movie and understand. And also, movies, there's lots of cultural differences. So, uh, they're really hard to listen to two native speakers talking in a movie. So I would say focus on smaller videos like YouTube videos and things like that before you jump up to movies. Layla, what will be the topic of next Sunday for your live stream? Good question. I don't know what the topic is yet. Do you have any recommendation? Anything you want to learn? Robin, when I ask you personal questions, do you consider that is intrusive in your own affairs? Layla, every day of my life I am asked hundreds of questions, whether it's in classroom or YouTube or my phone. Students all over the world, they ask questions more personal than your questions. So, Layla, I never consider your questions intrusive. Layla, now is that we just got the green light to make our own zine? Is zine contraction for magazine? Yeah, I think so. Magazine, we can make our own zine. That would be an informal contraction. Not common, but it's possible that's a contraction for magazine. Jata, so for, no, you want to say so far. Jata, so far, I have wasted a lot of time and a lot of time, period. I would end that sentence, a lot of time, period. And then your new sentence, now onwards, I don't want to let it be wasted. Here, I'll have to retype this here. So far, I have wasted a lot of time, period. Now, onwards, I don't want to let it be wasted. What kind of app do you usually use when you want to contact or chat with your friends in Korea? I always use Kakao Talk. That is what we use in Korea for the app Kakao Talk. So if anyone, you really, really love me and you want to talk to me, that is the app to use. And the people I talk to Grace by Kakao Talk and Carrie and Catherine, the Korean people I talk to by Kakao Talk. So that's my number one app. So if you really want to talk to me, that's the best app. Day after day, I love English more and more. I think that because of you, you always motivate me to study English because you're such a nice person. Am I a nice person? I think some things I'm nice, but some things I'm not nice. I don't think I'm a very friendly teacher. I'm a little bit strong in the classroom. But Layla, I will always be nice to you. Chatath, Robin, sir, life is like an open book. Anyone can read it. Is this correct sentence? Jatoth, you really, if you ask a question, Jatoth, you need the question mark. That's very important, Jatoth. Usually we express my life is like an open book. New sentence, anyone can read it. Or my life is like an open book, comma, anyone can read it. My life is like an open book, comma, anyone can read it. Sajad, there's plan for watching Shaw English YouTube channel too. Sometimes I see some videos that I think that are difficult for me. Yeah, there's plan for Shaw English. I have some new. I'm trying to get videos up on Shaw English. Sajad, YouTube is not my first job. I have other jobs, so I try to do YouTube as much as I can. And I'll do my best to create videos that can help you, Sajad. You say, I see 2 playlists for beginner, and I want to know after them. I have to see which of them, playlists or video. Sajad, did you go through those 2 playlists? Robin, if I want to talk to you by this app, could I use it? Yes. Yeah, if you have that app, my ID is Robin Shaw. If you figure out how to add ID, you can add my ID. Sashintha, what's the meaning of thy? Thy is Old English. We do not use this word anymore. So that is a word that was used in English 400 years ago. And like Shakespeare would use that in Hamlet or Romeo and Juliet. And I believe thy means your. All right. So nowadays we would say your. We wouldn't say thy. Win. Did I miss your question, Win? Sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry, Win. Are words behind bare part of body? I see barefoot, bare knuckle, bare face. Bare means naked. Naked. So this is my bare knuckles, which means there's no glove. And my bare face, there's no mask. It's just naked. Would you use bare lazy? No. So it is talking usually about body parts. My arms are bare. My bare arms. There's no shirt. So yeah, that's talking about naked or nothing on your body part. My bare hands. My bare hands. There's no gloves. Sorry I missed that, Wayne. Thanks for reminding me. Leila, I'm going to end this live stream in the next couple minutes. It's already past midnight in Korea here. My father and I think in a same way. My father and I think, I would say my father and I think the same way. Okay, first of all, Jatath, you're adding the question mark at the wrong spot. The question mark goes after your question. Your question is this a correct sentence? Then the question mark. So, but you want to say my father and I think in the same way? Here. I would change the to the. Sleepwalker. Robin, maybe on Sunday on the lesson we will talk the topic conditional sentences. What do you think? Sleepwalker, conditional sentences are important, but they're a little tricky to teach by video. Let me just take a quick look. Sleepwalker. I really want to help you with conditionals, but that's a lot to teach by live stream, because in the classroom when I teach conditionals, I have a lot of information on the board. I also have worksheets. I give a lot of worksheets to help students understand conditional. Teaching it live with just this, I'll think about it, Sleepwalker. If I could think of an easy way to do it, and there might not be an easy way, but because I'll think about that. I'm not going to promise that. And maybe we'll take 1 and 2. Yeah, I guess if I focused on just 0 conditional, first conditional, like that, I'll think about it, Sleepwalker. Layla, Friendly does have great ice cream. Could you pronounce Friendlies? Friendlies. And Win, sir, I want to know whisper shouted. Whisper shouted might be a hey! Hey, you! That might be a whisper shout. Get over here! Come here! Kind of whispering, but also shouting. Whisper shout. Where did you see whisper shout? Chita, don't confuse me already. I am messing around. Is this a correct sentence? I am messing around is okay, but the don't confuse me already. I don't know what you're talking about, Jatoth. Where did you see that? I need a little more information of what's happening with those words, or what kind of situation you're using those words. All right, see you, Layla. Okay. You had inspired me how to study English. Had is past tense. And we should use that present tense. You have inspired me how to study English. So I do it now, still going. Had means I did it before, it's finished. So you're not inspired now. That means you're not inspired now. But if you are still inspired, you should say you have. And if it's ongoing, this is probably better. I'll just type a sentence here. You are inspiring me to study English. Something like that would probably be a little bit better. Okay, Layla and Devika. Yeah, Win, reading is the key. Reading for fun, Win. Don't read boring stuff. You got to read interesting stuff to you, whether that's Twitter, Facebook, comic books, short stories, whatever is interesting to you. Just read. Don't read essays and big books, a newspaper, if that's boring. You got to read what's interesting. Robin, do you like karaoke? I know it is popular. I know in Korea it's popular. No, my voice is not good for karaoke. Nobody wants to hear me sing. All right, guys. I'm gonna finish up in the next couple minutes. Sorry I was late today, but I came here and we did it. I'll be back Sunday with the lesson. Maybe we'll do conditionals. Might do that. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.